All right, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? Hello, amazing hackers. Hope you're doing well today. Today I think we should really talk about making yourself marketable, earning money with your skills, because of course we're learning, but the eventual goal in life is for everybody to make money. Now, I think it's important that we go through a learning curve first. It's like you have to put a certain amount of effort into every single skill that you want to develop before you unlock the resources that you need to professionally continue with that skill. That's something that's written in stone. There's no doubt about that, unless you have a lot of money at the start of it or you have some windfall. But for the general population, we're going to have to invest a lot of time into our skills before we can actually start and growing to a level where we can start making money from that. Now, I say that because of course, I've been making money for my skill set. I've been a programmer for a few years. I've been a QA engineer for a few years. But all of that I consider to be learning. I consider to be stepping up to a game where I want to be. I want to be an ethical hacker. I didn't get into this game to keep on creating websites all of the time. I thought hacking was the coolest thing in the world. So that's important that you're going to have to realize that it's going to require some time investment. Now, second thing that you're going to have to realize is that as soon as you start getting to a level where you're good enough to actually start making money from it, for example, a pen tester, that is where you're going to have to put in a lot more effort proportional to the amount of learning you will do. So if you want to learn one new topic, it might take you a lot longer than when you were leading up to the pen tester job. And that's because, of course, the general field of hacking can be a lot simpler than the more specialized niche branches of it. And the more generalized you get as a pen tester, the further you get into your career, the more generalized you'll automatically get. It will take you longer to learn the skills, and you will notice that. So you'll have to put in more time and effort as compared to before. Now, if you realize this and if all of this doesn't scare you away, then it's not impossible to make money with hacking. There are several ways, of course. Now, first of all, is teaching. You don't have to create courses, you don't have to start creating live classes and whatnot. Just a simple YouTube channel, a simple blog can really do a lot and can help a lot of people in the process, including yourself. So those things can definitely be monetized in your skill set. The second part of it is the courses part of it, of course, but I find that you have to have a certain level before you can start teaching. And that level, everybody puts that level as an arbitrary limit. There's no real level set for it. There is no real thing that you have to follow. So just try to create quality content and better than what's already on the market and much better than what's already on the market, because the things that are on the market, if you think about it, if you have a brand that you like, you're going to stick to it. And even if there's like a small change, then you're not going to do it. If there's like a small change in a different brand, it might be better that different brand, but since it's a little improvement, you're probably not going to switch over. It's going to take a lot of convincing power to switch people over that are stuck to a brand. And not just convincing power, you have to deliver real value. That's the most important part. That's the key aspect to any money-making situation that I found, is to find problems and then find solutions for those problems, because a lot of people think the other way. Oh, I want to make money hacking. Yeah, okay, but what problem are you trying to fix? Because I'm telling you, find a problem. The bigger the problem is, the more people it affects, the more handsomely you will be rewarded for it as well. Now, of course, you can also go into pen testing, you can go into malware analysis. There are some job fields as well, but I've noticed that some skill sets like OSINT, for example, are a lot harder to get a good job in. So it's not as easy and you might have to adapt. Of course, I always say people who adapt overcome, and that's very important. You're gonna have to adapt to being like you're going to have to adapt to doing things you might not exactly want it to do or get into, but that will advance your career further into the direction that you want to go into. I kind of compare it to high school. We all had generalized classes, which we maybe did not like. And then we had that one specific topic that we were really into. You have to have a certain basis to form yourself as an individual, as what I found, like a certain Linux understanding, a understanding of programming languages. It really all helps, and then of course an understanding of the human psyche as well, because you really want to, if you're testing, you want to find business logic flaws as well above the things that you're normally finding, the things that are harder to define. Those are the really cool things, and that's why I do bug bounties, or at least why I did so much bug bounties, is because I could be very creative in it. Now I do a lot more pen testing, and I can still be creative in it because I write my own methodologies. And that's something that, of course, you can start your own company as well. And I know that's not easy. You'll have to find a problem, you'll have to offer a service or a solution to a problem, and you will have to do it in a way that's been done before or might have been done before, possibly, but you will have to do it better, or you will have to do think of new creative ways to solve problems. One of the big problems I can think about, for example, is hackers having a problem finding hacking buddies to hack with. If you can fix that problem, maybe there's the money to be made there. Now, of course, that also requires some programming, some understanding of hackers, some understanding of how they work. So that's why I always say, of course, you can. Some people sometimes, and I don't want to get into this too much, some people compare me to a money grab sometimes. I try to deliver value, and that's what I think you should do for yourself as well. If you want to have a marketable skill, of course, you can develop that skill aimlessly, but look at the marketplace and look at where they are requiring value at the moment. Right now, it's in cloud computing that's coming up, hybrid infrastructures that are coming up real big. Web 3.0 might be something that could be worth getting into, but that's still very, very speculative. It's all of these things, like even, and that's the good thing, by the way, that speculation, like everything that's happening in Web 3.0 right now is still smoke, though. So that's something that's new grounds, new uncharted territory. But again, you will have to find that problem and you will have to provide that solution, whether it be helping people out, whether it be making a write-up for a Hackerbox, whether it be a pen test that you can offer. It depends on what you have to offer, but make dang sure that you know what you have to offer if you come to a pen test, because you're gonna tell that company you're secure against this and this vulnerability on these coverage levels. So just some random thoughts I wanted to throw out there for a while, just some tips I might have for you guys, I thought, while you guys are hunting for jobs. There will be some job interviews online as well that I did, some fake job interviews with you guys, which have turned out really, really awesome, by the way. And I'll be doing more of those. And I'll also have an upcoming boot camp. It's a 7-day pen testing boot camp, 4 hours every single day. It is 275 euros per person, but it will be heavily curated and prepared content, of course. So if you want to have information about that, link will be in the description below. I would like to thank you all very much for watching. You have been the most attentive and best audience I could wish for. Thank you so much, and I hope I will see you in the next one. Bye, amazing hackers. See you later.